Hi guys, Fernandez Lembo on the grid. John, a lot of stuff going on. We'll just go from yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Last night, softball regional semis. You were at the CCC Lakewood Ranch game, reading your excellent game story, 2-1 final. It sounds like Logan Newton deserved a better fate. Stella Preston, their pitcher, drove in runs. Reading some of the comments, it seems like the coach was a little upset with some of the umpiring calls. It looks like she said that none of the pitches were over the middle of the plate.
No.
Was it just Preston doing well, or complaint with the umpire?
No. I think she was saying how Stella Preston was moving the ball around the plate. It wasn't. I didn't get that from her. That she was upset. I didn't see too many. Like over the course of a game, you hear fans arguing this and that. But no, it was a great game. They played Countryside, and that one hit from Stella Preston, the pitcher, just over the glove of Kinsey Gels, the shortstop for Lakewood Ranch. I mean, just over her glove. She timed her leap perfectly, just an inch, an eyelash more, and she gets it. And that was it. And Logan Newton, as you mentioned, pitched great. 10 strikeouts, 3 hits. Retired the first 9 she faced, 5 by strikeout. Lakewood Ranch just couldn't get that big hit, and that was a deciding factor.
They came in first in 8A, had a 23-4 record. Is this considered a slight upset?
I guess it all depends how much stock you put in the rankings. But watching these two teams play, I mean, Countryside was a good team. They played good defensively. They put the ball in play when they had to. Stella Preston came in with 22 straight scoreless innings. So I mean, again, it all depends how much faith you put in the rankings. I thought Lakewood Ranch, I thought they would do a little more offensively. I thought they were a better offensive team. They had some better at-bats. I mean, Logan Newton had a lot of uncomfortable swings and misses from Countryside last night. But, like I said, an evenly matched game. All comes down to one little well-placed hit. And like I said in the story, it was like a long dart. She couldn't have put that hit in you better than where she did. And that was a deciding factor.
Great season. 23-5 finishes.
Oh, yeah.
And 7-8-3.
And they're pretty young, too. They got a lot of girls back next year. So they should be, including Logan Newton. So they should be good.
7-8-3, Braden Rivers moving on, 13-0 over Osceola. I'll tell you, Allie Yon and Linda Ross, they bat 8th and 9th in the order. They go 6 for 6, 4 ribbies, 6 runs scored. Now they'll be hosting Fort Myers, who beat Charlotte 11-10. I guess Fort Myers rallied to win that game. Have you seen Braden?
I have.
Who do you like in that matchup? Or who do you like for Braden River?
Well, I haven't seen Fort Myers, but the one thing about Braden River, Allie Yon and Lexi Phelps are their pitchers. And neither one have like the big arm, like they're not big strikeout pitchers, but from what I've seen in Braden River, they play really good defense. So that kind of works, and they hit the ball pretty well. And Melissa Dowling, first-year coach, of course, she pitched at Lakewood Ranch, done a great job, has been a regional championship game. It's at home. It's rare you get 3 straight home games like that, but sometimes that's how the bracket goes. And they had a good shot on Friday night.
5-8-3. I think we've both seen Bayshore. Bayshore beat DeSoto 4-1. Once again, we keep on mentioning her name. Miriam Schmoll went the distance. Jojo Muldoon, LaShara James. They'll be at Wauchula.
That's the big trifecta right there.
They'll be at Wauchula on Friday night. This Miriam Schmoll, it's like baseball or softball. You get that one dominant pitcher, she or he can carry you to where you want to go.
And she hits, too.
She does hit.
And this is a rematch. A couple of years ago when Bayshore did go to the Final Four, they beat Hardee, but that was at Bayshore. Now they're going to go to Wauchula. So I like their chances, too, of getting by. So.
Tonight, let's move on to tonight. Regional quarterfinals in baseball will both be at action. Let's talk about your game, Lakewood Ranch at Countryside.
I'm back at Countryside.
Exactly. What do you think?
I haven't seen Countryside play. But Lakewood Ranch, I'm guessing Zimring is going to pitch tonight with the time off they've had. Obviously, maybe enough time has passed after the district final, getting 10 run by Sarasota. But I think Ryan Kennedy knows enough that it's a brand new season now. I know it's a cliche, but it's true. So forget about the past. And they have their ace going tonight, probably. That's what I'm assuming. And they come out and they play a good game. Maybe they see Sarasota again next week.
I'll be at that game, Eastlake at Sarasota. Sarasota's on a roll. They've won 7 and 8, went back. They beat Eastlake 8-0 early in the season. So maybe they have that going for them. Eastlake 20-7. So you're right. The winner of that game, Lakewood Ranch Countryside winner. Let's quickly move on down to 7-8-3, Northport at Naples, and then we got Palmetto Ridge at Venice. Math will be at that game. 5-8-3, Lakewood at Lemon Bay.
St. Pete Lakewood.
St. Pete Lakewood. Lake Placid at Booker. They'll play each other. So a lot of teams, as always, some of the local teams will win, and some of them will. Honestly, fall by the wayside.
And we could have a couple of all-area matchups next week with the way the brackets are. So, and then, as you mentioned, again, tomorrow night too we have baseball.
Tomorrow night we have baseball. Some of the smaller schools, 3-8-3 out of door at Fort Myers Canterbury, Mooney at Palm Beach Gardens, Keswick Christian at Sarasota Christian.
And those are smaller classes. Those are regional semifinals.
Right, exactly.
So those teams have one less hurdle en route to the state championships.
On Thursday, you'll be busy again. We got 1A2 track and field.
Right.
You'll be at the regional, Calvary Christian Clearwater. You're getting a lot of mileage on your car, huh? A lot of
Well,
reimbursement.
I live up near there, so it's not
true.
bad. Good scheduling by Math.
Right.
So he knows where to put us.
Math's on the ball.
Yeah.
And at 3A3, Math will be at the regional at Charlotte.
Yeah, and those are the most fun. I like the regional meets because that's who decides, obviously, who goes to state.
Right, sure.
So it's kind of fun to watch, and I think the top 6 advance, so it's a lot of fun to watch that. And as you know, the state meet will be at IMG Academy next Friday and Saturday, so I want to talk to some of the athletes and coaches of these meets and see how they feel about that, because I'm sure a part of there's the one part where it's cool that it's this close by, because your friends and family can come see you. But maybe the other part is with these road trips sometimes, you kind of bond a little bit.
Sure.
When you go, if you go to Jacksonville or go to Tallahassee, you kind of bond and you stay in a hotel for a couple of nights. So you lose that part of it. But I'm curious some of the kids and coaches have to say about if they make state, that's going to be right here in their backyard.
Great facility.
It really is, yeah.
One of the
it
best.
really is, yep.
We can't do an issue or edition of On the Grid without mentioning Rob Jutras.
Yeah.
Girls basketball coach at Sarasota High, stepping down after 7 years.
Yeah.
I read the story. We all know what he's been through. His son
Yeah.
Kyle, I guess he lost a dad and several relatives over the last 7 years. Really built a strong program.
Oh, yeah.
And a great guy, too.
Really, yeah. I got to know him a little bit the
Right.
last couple of years, and great to work with. I like the way he coached, like the way he coached during the game.
Right.
I think they did a pretty good job this year. They're a pretty young team.
Sure.
And, they made the district semifinals, also a pretty good Palmetto team. Didn't make regional, but as we said before we got on here, I think he's leaving the program in pretty good shape.
They got some
They got some young players coming back, and I remember I talked to him after the season, and he said it's all about if these girls apply themselves in the offseason, because that's when you get better in the offseason. So he's leaving the program in good shape, and whoever comes in to replace him has a lot to work with.
Yeah, they made the regional tournament 6 straight years, Final Four in 2014, so definitely leaving in good hands.
Yeah, that's a good job.
It is.
That's a pretty good job.
Heck of a job.
Yeah, there are a lot worse jobs to take over than that one.
And I saw him to play enough. He made some average plays and some pretty good players on his team with his coaching.
So, I thought, they did a nice job.
Rob did a nice job. Let's mention some of the players of the year. Soccer. Alex Turner, 48 goals, 11 assists. No surprise there, right?
No, he was a pretty easy pick.
Yeah. DJ Bryant, which goes to show that the point guard, the guy who runs things, really gets things done. They had other great players. He was the Hoop Player of the Year, 9.6 points, 6 assists. He's going to UT at Arlington.
Yeah, really good kid. I had a chance to talk to him a lot.
Right.
While he was here doing his video and stuff. Really thoughtful and just cerebral kid.
He is.
Almost like, it's like talking to a 30-year-old guy. So, can keep an eye on him. Hopefully he does well in college.
And he played like a guy beyond his years on the basketball court.
Yep.
Girls weightlifter, I know you're into weightlifting either. Charlotte's Brianna Jacobs.
Another slam dunk.
Yeah, first in 2A.
Right.
What, now, you're familiar with lifting. 129-pound class. She benches 190, lifts 175. That's pretty impressive.
And she's a gymnast. And,
Right.
and a lot of people, either coaches or parents, they say if you're a gymnast, you should weightlift because you got to be really strong to do that. So it definitely pays off in her case.
Final one, the girls soccer player of the year, Manatee's Jessica Schaefer, 14 goals, 23 assists. Manatee reached the regional tournament for the third season. I don't know if you saw her play, but
she had a great year.
Did she really stand out
She
among
did,
all the other
and
players?
George Amiris, Manatee's head coach, always mentioned her, and they moved her around a lot, and everywhere he moved her, she excelled. One more to mention, the wrestler of the year, Dakota Flanard, and he also announced today on Twitter he's going to Emmanuel College in
school.
Georgia, Division II school. He'll wrestle there. Of course, he became Northport's first state championship wrestler, also won his 200th match. So he had a great career here at Northport, and hopefully he extends that in college.
We had enough time just to mention our athlete of the week. We always like to mention it. Abigail Weinfield of Lemon Bay, track and field, distance runner, won the 1,600-meter and 3,200-meter run at the 2A District 11, led him to the title. Yeah. Man, I'm a kind of a runner, too. To run 1,600 meters and win them both, that's something.
That's impressive.
That
I've
impressive.
watched her a couple meets. She makes it look a lot easier than it really is.
Right.
So,
And
so we might be seeing her at IMG in a couple of weeks, or next week, I should say.
So we have a lot of stuff going on. We have softball, we have track and field, we have baseball. Hopefully next week we will talk about some of these local teams
and maybe
advancing.
even some football next week. We'll see.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We got to keep on getting that little nugget in every week.
Exactly. You got it.
We got a lot to talk about, and we'll talk about that next week on the Grid. So for John Lembo, I'm Doug Fernandes, and we'll see you next week on the Grid.